Good day, everyone. I'm Clifford Bailey, a child rights ambassador for Trinidad and Tobago of the 2020 to 2021 cohort. Welcome to the eighth and final part of my breakdown of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of a Child. This video will be covering Articles 46 to 54, which is Section 3 of the UNCRC. These articles are quite short and will bring us to the end of our journey together. Let's begin. Article 46. The present convention shall be open for signature by all states. Article 47. The present convention is subject to ratification. Instruments of ratification shall be deposited with the Secretary General of the United Nations. Article 48. The present convention shall remain open for accession by any state. The instruments of accession shall be deposited with the Secretary General of the United Nations. Article 49. The present convention shall enter into force on the 30th day following the date of deposit with the Secretary General of the United Nations of the 20th instrument of ratification or accession. For each state ratifying or acceding to the convention after the deposit of the 20th instrument of ratification or accession, the convention shall enter into force on the 30th day after the deposit by such state of its instrument of ratification or accession. Article 50. Any state party may propose an amendment and file it with the Secretary General of the United Nations. The Secretary General shall thereupon communicate the proposed amendment to states parties with a request that they indicate whether they favor a conference of states parties for the purpose of considering and voting upon the proposals. In the event that, within 4 months from the date of such communication, at least 1/3 of the states parties favor such a conference, the Secretary General shall convene the conference under the auspices of the United Nations. Any amendment adopted by a majority of states parties present and voting at the conference shall be submitted to the General Assembly for approval. An amendment adopted in accordance with paragraph 1 of the present article shall enter into force when it has been approved by the General Assembly of the United Nations and accepted by a 2/3 majority of states parties. When an amendment enters into force, it shall be binding on those states parties which have accepted it, other states parties still being bound by the previous provisions of the present convention and any earlier amendments which they have accepted. Article 51. The Secretary General of the United Nations shall receive and circulate to all states the text of reservations made by the states at the time of ratification or accession. A reservation incompatible with the objective and purpose of the present convention shall not be permitted. Reservations may be withdrawn at any time by notification to that effect addressed to the Secretary General of the United Nations, who shall then inform all states. Such notification shall take effect on the date on which it is received by the Secretary General. Article 52. A state may denounce the present convention by written notification to the Secretary General of the United Nations. Denunciation becomes effective 1 year after the date of receipt of the notification by the Secretary General. Article 53. The Secretary General of the United Nations is designated as the depositary of the present convention. And finally, Article 54. The original of the present convention, of which the Arabic, Chinese, English, Russian, French, and Spanish texts are equally authentic, shall be deposited with the Secretary General of the United Nations, in witness thereof of the undersigned plenipotentiaries being duly authorized thereto by their respective governments, have signed the present convention. We come now to Child Protective and Support Services in Trinidad and Tobago. Starting off, we have the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago. Their website link, ttchildren.org. Emergency numbers as provided by this website are the Children's Authority hotline numbers 996 or 800 2014, the police 999, Childline 131 or 800 4321, Victim and Witness Support 624 8853, Child Guidance Clinic 726 1324, and the National Family Services Division 624 8218 or 627 1163. Continuing, we come now to the Ministry of Labour of Trinidad and Tobago. The website link from which the following information was taken from is www.labour.gov.tt/endchildlabour 2021. What are the support services available for children and families? Welfare grants and psychosocial support services from the Ministry of Social Development and Family Services. Their toll-free telephone number is 800-1673. Their website link, www.social.gov.tt. Psychological counseling for children and families at Childline. Their toll-free telephone number is 131 or 800 4321. Their website link, childlinett.org. Continuing from the Ministry of Labour. To whom should reports of child labour be made? They should be made to the Labour Inspectorate Unit of the Ministry of Labour. Their telephone numbers are 461-9852, 744-4500, 462-4734, and 744-4784. Their email address is as follows: labour.inspector@gov.tt. Childline, their toll-free telephone number once again is 131 or 800 4321. Website link, childlinett.org. Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago, their hotline numbers are 996 or 800 2014. Website link, ttchildren.org. Occupational Safety and Health Authority and Agency, OSHA, their telephone hotline is 623-6742 for reports on hazardous work performed by children and minors below age 18. Their website link is osha.gov.tt. Counter-Trafficking Unit of the Ministry of National Security, their telephone hotline is 800-4288 for reports on child trafficking, and their website link is nationalsecurity.gov.tt. That brings us to the end of this series. All information has been taken from www.unicef.org.uk/what-we-do/UN Convention Child Rights. You can go to this website to read more on the convention and to download the full and summary document for the convention. For the summary image, you can go to www.youngpeopleshealth.org.uk/30 years of the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child. For another child-friendly version of the articles, you can go to www.savethechildren.org.uk/what-we-do/children's rights/United Nations Convention of the Rights of the Child. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day.